Hi everyone, it's Rohan from N.U.S.T. Hope you're having a good weekend. I just wanted to take the time to post a short video relating to the article that's gone up on our website today. So as the piece explains, I was lucky enough to be Newcastle's representative at a supporters group event hosted by the Premier League in Marylebone last week. And the purpose of this event was for the Premier League panel, which was headed up by its Director of Policy, Bill Bush, to engage with fans and get some feedback and insight relating to various aspects of the supporter experience. We talked about a lot of things, as the piece goes into more detail about, but I just wanted to pick up on a couple in particular. VAR was discussed at length. The Premier League said that it will definitely be in effect from next season. The reason they gave for it not being in effect this season, i.e. after it had a reasonable run out at the FIFA World Cup, was that they were still, testing it and making sure that it was seamless in its operation. Seamless was the word that they stressed. They pointed out that at the World Cup, VAR, at most was in effect for a couple of games at the same time, whereas in the Premier League we have as many as 6 to 8 fixtures happening simultaneously. So to put the infrastructure in place at various grounds and make sure that the technology is not used excessively, they said, they were still practicing. They were still practicing and making sure that officials were up to speed on clear standards. So we didn't use VAR too much. But they did also say that it is something that they've agreed will enhance the game if used effectively and efficiently. The other thing that they wanted to stress about VAR was that they didn't want there to be a distinction between the experience that supporters get in the ground versus the one that supporters get from watching the games on TV. So any VAR decisions, they explained, would have to be explained over a tannoy system, which would involve the referee being mic'd up. I think that's a really interesting and cool policy to put into place, and I think it will make VAR very good next season. The other thing I wanted to feed back to you, in particular, was about progressive ticket initiatives relating to train travel. So Monday night, as we all know, represents our 13th consecutive away fixture on a Monday night against Arsenal. Newcastle, more than most, suffer from fixtures being rearranged at the last minute, and the Premier League are aware. They're aware of this fact that particularly clubs in the north have had to rearrange their travel plans quite hastily. So there are some discussions taking place between the Premier League and the DCMS and various rail companies about introducing progressive ticket policies, such as tickets for games being aligned to the fixture rather than the date of travel. So if you've bought a ticket to get to a game and that game is rearranged, your ticket will still be valid. It's a small gesture, it's a small step, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. Anyway, those are the two main topics that I wanted to feed back on. I hope you can read the rest of the piece and get a lot out of it. I thought it was a really constructive meeting, and I look forward to attending some in the future. And hopefully, we'll get 3 points on Monday. Cheers.